The title of this work is The Modern Last Supper, or Eat Every Supper as if it were the last. The Last Supper takes place in McDonald's because Jesus' instatement of communion was not at high church, nor in a safe place with certified clergy. Jesus' Last Supper was in a place vulnerable to peril, with poor, uneducated, flawed, common people. Jesus is depicted here as a vagabond, showing how much value is hidden within those whom many may expect little. Even the heart of Jesus can be within them. He offers a hamburger to the street dog and a cup of soda to a homeless woman beside him. Even though he has little, what he has he still gives to those in need. The homeless woman to the right of Jesus comes with a story. When looking for pictures of a homeless woman to draw, I came across a video. In it, a man pretends to be blind and asks people if his lottery ticket is a winner. He already knows it is and is worth $500. Several rich-looking men lie to him and try to take the ticket from him. But this dirty homeless woman, whom he found loitering in a parking lot, informs him, congratulates him, and is excited for his win. From my experience, when talking to the homeless, their faith is often deeper than the long-churched faith I've seen in some seasoned deacons or educated seminarians like myself. The constant need to trust God for their well-being has perhaps trained their hearts in faith. The street dog going back to nurse hungry pups reminds me to recognize Christ's Spirit in those who give to the needy from whom they can gain nothing. And it reminds us that the generous deeds of some are unseen. The gender-bending woman comforting the homeless man on her left, petting the dirty dog, and looking with compassion to the person to her right reflects a subset of believers many have disqualified from faith as well. But I see in her compassion, a heart of a disciple. To the right of the homeless woman is a prostitute. Something has caught her attention at the end of the table, and this is another quality I think Jesus wanted his apostles to demonstrate. She is looking at the young girl at the far right who is alone, isolated from the rest. Despite this woman's own struggles, she has compassion to care for the lonely. On the far left, we have three men who are interacting. The one in the front with a skateboard doesn't fit the traditional role of a safe suburban Christian. Even though his looks and hobbies are ones that traditionally suggest countercultural rebellion, the imagery in his tattoos and on his skateboard reflect his true Christian beliefs. He reaches his culture with Christ's love in his context, despite how other Christians may stereotype him. Behind him is an overweight, pale McDonald's employee with a hearing aid. This server, who assumedly isn't naturally well-loved among his coworkers because of his looks, offers an unpurchased ice cream cone to the man who, he overheard, has never seen a soft-serve ice cream cone before. Sometimes the irresponsible thing, like giving our employer's product away for free in an act of love, is more important than its consequences. The skinny, dark-skinned man is a Haitian immigrant. Immigrants are another subset of society who are often underappreciated by mainstream American Christianity, divided perhaps because of their vast differences in looks and cultural habits, as well as the unfamiliar version of their religion. The dirty, lonely girl on the far right has bruises from abuse at home. She sees the other girl's Barbie and wants to take it. She has not been taught good ethics, nor had them exemplified for her. So even though we may automatically label her as dangerous or bad, the prostitute notices and understands being raised in a household like that and aims to reach out to her and love her. The Middle Eastern mother and her child are holding each other, sitting quietly, loving each other at table, welcomed with the rest of the disciples. Just above the prostitute, about to exit the door, behind them is a megachurch pastor. He symbolizes Judas, who, upon thinking Jesus' teachings were too hard and finding worldly wealth to be more attractive, leaves to do what were assumed more ecclesiastical duties. He is the only one whose Bible is closed. Some of the others have Bibles or Bible apps on their phone, but they are open. The chair from which he got up is the open one beside the Haitian immigrant. The two people in this piece looking at the viewer are the homeless man symbolizing Jesus and the man next to the open chair. This is because Jesus is the one who has brought this group together. But the other man is the cross-dressing alcoholic man wearing a bra over his clothes. He has tears in his eyes because the pastor, who was sitting next to him, was too uncomfortable and left. But now he looks at us, you and me, and asks, will you sit next to me at this table?